again, coming to you from the Student Zone with our last session of Build 2020. Wow, I can't believe we've done just about 47 and a half hours, something like that. This has been absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited for this last session. So if you're still here, kudos. Let's learn a lot in the next 30 minutes. Before we do, though, I do want to remind you of our Microsoft Code of Conduct, specifically for Build 2020. Basically, let's be kind, everyone. We are all looking for a friendly community to join. Be kind in the comments, be kind on social media, and let's all learn together. And without further ado, I am so excited for our last session to be featuring the one and only InstaFluff, the comfiest live coder and mug chef on Twitch, who's going to be telling us all about how you can do AI without any code. And don't worry, we'll also allude to a little bit about how you can do it with code too. So InstaFluff, I'm going to pass it off to you.
Cool. Hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome in. I hope you guys have been enjoying Microsoft Build so far, and welcome to the finale. I can't believe that it's been almost 48 hours of amazing content and an amazing conference. And so you guys are here. I think we're getting ready to learn about how we can build an AI without writing any code. And then I'll show you guys a little bit about how you can also integrate it with your apps. But to get started, first off, my name is InstaFluff. I am a live coder on Twitch. If you guys aren't familiar with Twitch, it's kind of like YouTube. It's a video streaming platform on twitch.television.tv. And I build a bunch of bots and games and tools. And lately I've been building a bunch of AI to play a game called Flippy Fish that was built for a game jam. And there's actually a bunch of us. If you guys love this kind of like live coding platform and this kind of show, then you can see a bunch of us on the live coders team. There's actually a team of us, and we do a bunch of coding on stream. And so with that, we're going to get started. What I'm going to be showing you today is how to create an app that uses AI to take our natural language or conversational words and phrases and have a bot understand what we're trying to get it to do, to understand our intent, if you get what I'm saying. And we're gonna be able to do that without writing any code. So really anyone can get started. And so to get started, what we're gonna be using is a tool called LUIS, L-U-I-S, and it stands for Language Understanding Intent Service. And it's an Azure service that basically works by learning from a bunch of example sentences or utterances, as we call them. And we're going to start off by creating a weather app because everyone loves weather and we want to ask what the weather is like. And I'm going to show you how it works and what you can do with it. Like, for example, I use Luis to make magic happen with this little guy. He's a little character on my stream on twitch.tv/instafluff. His name is Sherman, and he listens to what I say. Like, hey Sherman, can you tell me the weather in Seattle? Hey Sherman, what's the weather in Seattle?
The weather in Seattle is light rain and there's 8 degrees Celsius or 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Man, it's pretty cold. 8 degrees Celsius. And so just like that, you're going to be able to do exactly that, where you can form different sentences and have conversations with a chatbot without writing any code. And so here we go. Let's get started. All right. So first off, what you want to do is to go to a website called luis.ai. So www.luis.ai. And once you go there, you can click Go to Apps and create a new app for conversation. This Luis AI is incredible because it learns everything. You can train it with all the words and anything that you want it to learn. And so we're going to call it, let's see, MS Build Final Session 2020. And we'll call it Understand What I Say. All right, that's all you got to do to get started. And then it'll explain a little bit about how Luis works. So the first thing it does is design your schema. And schema means you're figuring out how, like, what kind of intents or actions you want your bot to do and what kind of example sentences you want to give it. So like you might want to have a purchase airlines tickets intent or action, or a reserve rental car action, and a make hotel reservations action. And all three of those might be different intents, but then you have to train it with a bunch of example sentences or utterances. So for a booking flight action, you might say, book a flight to Seattle or buy 3 tickets to New York and so forth. And then once you have that kind of like the schema figured out, then you can build your model. So when you build your model, it means that it's kind of a fancy word for just AI, where you're coming up with all of the data that you can pass off into an AI and have it learn. And then what's cool about AI is that once you've trained it a little bit, then as you get more example sentences, you can improve your AI and have it recognize even more. And I'm actually going to show you that in practice here. So all we have to do is we're already in this build tab. And so to make our weather app to get started, we're going to add a pre-built domain intent. And what's cool about this is in Luis, there's a whole bunch of pre-built actions in here that helps you recognize a bunch of different things already, like calendar, time remaining, or answering a call. Like if you want to recognize when someone's wanting to cancel a call or call voicemail, you can. And what we're looking for is weather. And so we want to ask about weather, query weather. And so when you add that in here, you'll see that there's 100 examples that have been added. That's like 100 example sentences that Microsoft has already provided for you to train based on a whole bunch of example sentences about weather. And so to have our AI understand and differentiate between when we're asking about the weather versus asking or not even asking anything, just like talking in general, then we're going to need a couple example sentences that are in the none category that map to something completely different from weather. And so all we have to do is to literally just type in a whole bunch of example sentences. Like, let's see, maybe we want like a dozen of them. How about, let's all try building a smart bot. Or beagles are super cute because I have a beagle and he is super cute. He's turned 16 this year. Can you believe it? Or how about, what should I get my mother for her birthday? Ooh. Or what color are the walls? And why is the sky blue? Type a test utterance, for example sentence. Or when is Halloween? Just in case I forget when Halloween is, because that's like the most important holiday of the year, right? That's when we can get all the sugar and all the candies. And it's delicious. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I actually really love both. They're so fluffy. Who is the cutest puppy in the world? My dog is 16 years old and I still call him puppy. Or how about a couple just like random things like, how's it hanging? Or what's up? Or maybe like, watermelon is my favorite fruit, and my favorite food is lasagna. I think we've gotten quite a few sentences. Let's add a couple more just in case. I'm going to buy my friend a gift for Christmas. And even if you make typos, it's okay because the AI doesn't really care about your spelling. And how about like, I need to grab a bite over at the closest restaurant. And I'm gonna add maybe one more. How about like, this dog is so fluffy. All right, so with that, if you go back to intent, you'll see we added 16 sentences, 16 example utterances or sentences, and that's compared to the 100 example sentences in query weather. And so that means when we click this train button, then more than likely it's going to kind of error on the weather side, but it's still pretty good. It learns really, really quickly, and you might be surprised at how good the results are. And so I'm going to show you guys. It'll just take a minute, maybe a few seconds. We have to do the training dance. This is the AI training dance, kind of like the rain dance, but train dance. Get it? And then once it's done, ooh, I wonder why it's taking so long. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's done. All right. So that means we can test. And then how about we ask about the weather? Like, what's the weather in Seattle? It might not recognize this, but I think it will. Here we go. So remember how I said you can improve your AI? And so this is what you can do. In Luis, you can go here and you can click on it. Right now, recognize it as a none intent. And so you can fix it, or you can reassign it to the query weather example there. And once you do that, let me show you. All you have to do is click train again. And then just like that, you're updating your model, you're updating your AI to be smarter and better. And imagine if you had 100 examples of none versus query weather. Oh, wow, it's already done. Then now we're able to say, okay, so the cool thing about AI and this is that you can type without specific patterns of your sentences. So instead of saying, what's the weather? You can say like, tell me the weather in Seattle. And then voila. It recognizes it as query weather with 99% confidence. Holy cow. But we want to make sure that it is still working with other sentences, right? Like, what if we said, this fluffy dog is cute? Then, if you look at that, it recognized that as none. It's not really cool. And so what we're gonna see here is while we made this weather app, it would be really, really nice if we could make it have a little bit more context. Like now that we can create an app that can recognize what our intents are or what we're trying to do with our weather app and whether or not we're asking about the weather versus something else, then it would be really, really nice if we could also get like the city or what kind of like keywords might be in here. And so what's cool about Luis is that it even does that for you. Let me show you how you can do that really, really fast. So you go to entities in here. Entities are kind of like the little pieces of your example sentence or utterances. And so entities are what you're trying to train the AI to understand in between. And there's a whole bunch of pre-built ones like age or date time. Like if you're wanting to make a calendar appointment app and you want to make a chatbot that understands when we're looking to book a hotel on like Thursday the 20th or something, then you can do that or recognize email addresses. What we want is geography because geography will give us the city, county, state, province, country, continent, place of interest, all of those. And what's really neat is you don't even have to retrain it. You just add it and then it works right off the bat. And so, there we go, I'm gonna close that out. So now what we can do here is now if we say, what's the weather in New York? Then not only does it recognize that it's a weather query, if you scroll down, you'll see that it recognized the entity geography as New York. And if you want to actually integrate this with with your other app or chatbot or website or anything that you want, then you can actually call just this as an HTTP call, like an REST API call from anywhere. It doesn't have to be an Azure app or anything. When you publish this, you can, and you'll get this as a JSON data object. You'll see the top scoring intents as well as the confidence scores of the other intents and the entities that you recognize in there. So just like that, now we have a weather app. Isn't that amazing? And so what if we wanted it to do a little bit more, right? Like what if we wanted to have it do a little bit more broader, like fully encompassing AI, kind of like Sherman here. Did you know that Sherman can actually tell us dad jokes? Like, hey Sherman, can you tell us something funny?
How many humans does it take to screw in
Did
a
you
light
really
bulb?
understand what I was trying
One.
to do before? Wow. But yeah, so if you wanted to do something like that, then we can add another intent, a custom intent to have it recognize anything that we want it to do. So we're gonna try and create a food order. Like if we want to make a weather app that can also order food for us, and we can just talk to it as a chatbot, then we can create a custom intent here and name it, let's see, food order, done. Like that. And then now, just like we did with the none, we're going to have a bunch of example sentences that are related to food, and we're going to add them in here. All right. And so let's see, let's bring up a whole bunch of example food sentences. How about, how many eggs should I make? Or, Mom, I want a sandwich. Or, Dad, can you make me pancakes for breakfast? And I'm hungry. I would like 10 lasagnas because lasagnas are my favorite food. If I was ever stranded on an island, I would have lasagna and that would be okay for the rest of my life. All right, so how about get me one taco? Tacos are so good. Oh man, I went to Taco Bell the other day and they have like it's super safe, which is amazing too. Like they have masks on and they hand it to you in like these trays. And oh man, Taco Bell. Oh, yo quiero Taco Bell. And let's see, will you order me like 5 pizzas, please? Or will you get me 5 waffles? I would like, I'm super hungry, and I don't know if I could ever actually eat 50 hot dogs, but how about, I would like 50 hot dogs, please. And please order me some breakfast. Or what are the best places to go for dinner? And does anybody like mango bubble tea? Because I love mango bubble tea. And I'm gonna say, do you like mango bubble tea? Does anybody here like mango bubble tea? Raise your hands. What time is lunch? Oops. I think I wrote what time lunch. That's okay. And I would like some food. Remember how I said like spelling errors don't matter so much? I think that's a really good thing about AI because I just typed in a whole bunch of spelling errors and that's okay. Good thing that when you're coding, you have to like put parentheses in there and everything, but with spelling and AI, like it's okay. And so just like that, all right. So now we're gonna see if it worked. We're gonna say I would like some bacon. Ooh, maybe bacon. Will it understand? Oh, look at that. We didn't even have an example order of bacon and it still understood it as food order. Isn't that awesome? And so, what would be really, really nice is if we could even make our food order just as good as our weather app and can get some context into this. But, spoiler alert, check this out. You can go to entities, you can get the pre-built entity. We're going to add not only the key phrase to recognize what kind of foods we added, we're going to also add, where to go? Number. I think I can add, oh no, I have to add one at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna add key phrase. I'm gonna go scroll down and then I'm gonna go to number. Bam! And remember how I said you don't have to train after you add the entities? Check this out. All right, I'm gonna say, I'm really hungry. I want 50 lasagnas for breakfast because everyone needs lasagnas for breakfast. And not only did it recognize that it's a food order, it recognized the entities as 50 as a number and lasagnas as the key phrase. And I want to make sure that the weather app's still not broken, so I can be like, tell me the weather in how about Phoenix or Sydney. Ooh, look at that. Tell me the weather in Phoenix, and the key phrase it recognized as weather. And let me try. Tell me the weather in Sydney. I'm not sure why it didn't recognize Phoenix as a city, but Sydney recognized geography V2. Pretty easy, right? It's like, that's literally all you have to do. You just type in a whole bunch of example sentences to train an AI. And just like that, without any code, you can start making a chatbot that understands our regular languages. And that's kind of the magic of a lot of the different services on Azure. And Luis is what I built Sherman on. And so if you guys want to check out stuff like
No
that,
good match
you can check
found in
out some of
KB.
the other videos that I've done with the Azure team on the Azure Developer YouTube series where you can find out, or you can also hang out with me on the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/instafluff. And with that, I think we're ready for some Q&A. And so, I have something before. So to celebrate you guys having made it through all of Microsoft Build, check this out.
Oh, I can't
we
wait
need
for
some
this.
fireworks, right? I think we need some
Yes.
fireworks. So we're gonna go back to this scene, and man, we're gonna have some fireworks. All right, I think I'm ready for some questions.
Woo.
Woo.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that firework effect is my favorite. I need to step up my live streaming game for sure. Thank you so much, InstaFluff. That was a great session. And we do have a ton of questions. You mentioned, recognizing language. That was like one of your last sentences that you said. And one of the questions is around multiple languages. Does Luis AI work with other languages? And a follow-up to that, which is a question that we've gotten often, is can I have one AI recognize multiple languages, like asking the same question, but in a lot of different languages and answering it?
So to answer that, I'll show you what we can do here. So with Luis, when you create the app, you can set the language when you create the app. So you can actually have a bunch of different apps or endpoints based. They basically end up as just like one HTTP call. And so when you're creating an app, you can create one for English, you can create one for Chinese or French or Spanish Mexican or Italian, German, Japanese. And so you can create different versions. And you might also want to do that if you want something that's a little bit more like can understand multiple parts of a sentence. So like
Right.
our example sentences were about weather and about food, But if you want to do something that can recognize when a sentence has both kind of in there, it's like what if we want to know about the weather and food in a single sentence?
Yeah.
Then create a Luis app that recognizes them as separate entities, and then put what's the result of that back through another app, another Luis app here that understands a food order versus a weather app.
Got it. Okay, so basically what you're saying is if you have a compound question like what's the weather in Seattle and what should I go eat for dinner? Or you have folks asking questions in different languages, then what you can do is basically have a bunch of Luis.ai apps that, or your app can call your Luis.ai service and ask each one individually. And then your app kind of compiles it
best way
all for the answer.
do like multiple language support is to actually use the Azure's cognitive service, the translation APIs. And so that
Yes.
way you can train it in like an English or whatever you're comfortable with, and then have the Azure cognitive service translate whatever sentences were given into
Oh.
that you've trained the Luis app for, and then at least you know that your Luis API will actually work properly and recognize those sentences.
Yeah, then you don't have to train with a bunch of utterances. Like if you had 100 utterances in English, then you don't have to do it for every single language you want to support.
Yep.
That's awesome. And speaking of that, there was a question around, are there any best practices for the number of utterances you want to include for those? You said that there were about 100 on weather for the this is weather. You did about 20 for this is not weather. Are there any kind of best practices on the yes, this is and no, this isn't intent?
I think it's generally good to have an even number, like a very, very similar number between all of them. That goes for any sort of AI, not just Luis. You want to have example sentences or samples or images that are pretty much similar. That way it doesn't get biased towards one.
Yeah.
In terms of Luis, like you still can get it to work really well, even with just a couple of different sentences, as you saw here. And so it really depends. And as you get more examples or more training data, then
Yeah.
it becomes better too.
Okay. And actually, that's a good follow-on question is there's some questions around keeping your AI trained. And is there like an API or SDK that you can kind of constantly push things to keep this one trained? Or is this one mainly in that interface and you might want to use cognitive services for that? Or can you
I think
walk us through
this
that?
actually trains on its own. It kind of like as soon as it recognizes them, if we don't reassign the intents, it kind of understands that like that's probably the right answer. And
Right.
so if you want to edit anything, there's actually endpoints for it, but you can also do it directly through here. Where, for example, if I go to like, what's the weather in Seattle? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to go to like none. So if I go to none, I had a food order kind of thing here. Like if I need to grab a bite over at the closest restaurant, I could change that to a food order by clicking that and then move to. And then once I do that, then I can retrain it myself here. And so you can do that.
Got
Once
it.
you're also integrate this with a finalized app,
Uh-huh.
then all you have to do is click this publish button, and staging slot is kind of like the testing stage, and see if you want to just kind of like test out whether or not it's actually working,
Yeah.
whether or not. And then if you want to actually go live with a really super fast and performant API where you want to get the results back very quickly, then you can click and publish the production. And essentially what you'll get is a URL and your Azure API key. And the API,
Oh.
as long as it's safe, you can integrate it in any sort of web app that you want.
Very awesome. And I think you kind of alluded to this with the multiple languages, but we're also getting a question around can Luis recognize voice? And I think everyone's kind of asking because everyone's loving Sherman, which by the way, we'll put the Sherman code link to it in the chat over there. But everyone's loving Sherman, and it's so cool that he can recognize your voice. So was that all done with Luis, or was there another component there?
Just the recognition part of understanding what I'm trying to say was done with Luis. The
Uh-huh.
Azure Developer Series video will actually show you how I did it and integrated the Sherman code. And the Sherman code is open source, so you can check it out on my GitHub. But the recognition of my voice, you can do so in Sherman. I did it with the web voice SDK or
Yeah.
API, the browser. But you can do that also with the Azure speech recognition, the speech
You
to
have
text
questions, I may
API,
have
and
answers.
that works even better. I actually tried using that and connected that also with a translation APIs to do real-time translations of what I'm saying. And
Oh,
that's a
that's awesome.
developer
That's
too.
amazing. Very cool. We're also getting some questions around Luis versus Q&A Maker versus Azure Bot Framework. Do you have any thoughts on the differences and when you might want to use one or another?
Oh yeah, so I've used Q&A Maker before to create basically kind of like a Pokédex kind of thing where we trained it with a whole bunch of different Pokemon information.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, like Q&A Maker is really great if you want to have a chatbot that's kind of like a knowledge base. It's like if you want to ask it a bunch of questions that it knows pre-built answers to, then you
Got
can.
it.
Luis is more if you're trying to recognize specific actions. So if you're
Okay.
wanting to know what the user of your app is trying to do, then that's what intents are. It's like not
Got it.
specific answers, but they are related. And I think the underlying technology is actually the same. I don't actually work on Luis team or the Azure team. I'm a streamer on Twitch, right? But I just
That's
built
not a just. You're an awesome streamer on Twitch. And I think, all of the types of examples you do, that's how we all continue to learn beyond the docs and the learn modules, right? I think it's all just a huge ecosystem. So thank you again for that.
We also so what we did here, the best part about this is that you can actually do 10,000 calls for free every month, and so
Every
that's
month.
what I built Sherman on, and it's like you can get started really literally like today without worrying about the cost. It's like you just sign up and then try it out, and like I think we did a couple different like maybe 10 or 12 tests, maybe not even, and so
Yeah.
if you imagine doing that times
I like me
1,000
too.
is like how many times you can do that a month.
Yeah.
You can do a lot.
Awesome. That's awesome. Someone's asking about how to set up Luis to send a response. And I think that's still kind of talking about like the publishing bit. So can you just reemphasize? It's just basically an endpoint, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
so it
so
just sends back a
if you publish
JSON.
like this and do done, then it'll give you an Azure endpoint that's specific and unique to you. So
Got it.
then you can call that as just like a regular REST API call from any sort of app, or from like any language, and you just pass in the API key and the text that you want it to analyze.
Awesome. Very cool. Um, can we get a few more fireworks going?
Yeah.
Just let's
Betty,
keep this going. We're
right?
getting a lot of love for you over in the comments, InstaFluff. I wanted to thank you again for joining us. So I wanted to reemphasize, you mentioned, Luis is really great for intent. We noticed that in some of the earlier student zone sessions as well. Jim was using cognitive services, which I'm pretty sure, like you said, is kind of that back end. I don't also work on Luis, so I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's that back end to recognizing those intents. And it was able to recognize Jim JIM versus Jim GYM because he said, my name is Jim. And so that's kind of what you meant by intents and entities, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I think it kind of like trains it on both, and the entities are kind of like some sort of black magic that happens behind the scenes. It understands all sorts of like the differences and minute differences between key phrases and numbers and all of that.
That
So
is
I don't
so
know how
cool.
it does it, but it's really good.
That's awesome. I love it. Um, I mean, this has been a ton of fun. If there was one thing about AI codeless or code full that you wanted our attendees to remember, what do you think it is? I mean, I think it's something around like just try it. I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think?
it's really just like just try it for yourself. Like you don't have to write any code literally just to try it out. And so you can go to Luis.ai right now and try it for yourself and see how it works. And that's how I was kind of convinced. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this thing and see if it makes Sherman any better. And then as sure enough, it was like now he understands me so much better than before.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again so much, InstaFluff, for joining us. Remember, you can
Thank you
keep
guys for
watching
having
him.
me.
Yeah, for sure. You can keep watching him on twitch.tv/InstaFluff. And this is our last Student Zone session of Build 2020. We
Woo!
made it 48 hours. Like, I just said that and I started to tear up a little bit. This has been an absolutely incredible experience. Thank you, everyone who has attended, who has presented. Thank you so much to InstaFluff for all of your sessions. He actually did a session on building a social share board. If you want to be a part of the Build 2020 digital history, head over to our GitHub repo, aka.ms/students@build, where you'll find not only that social share board, gosh, that's hard to say, but you'll also find all of the learning resources from all of the sessions and ways to connect with our speakers. So be sure to check those out. We want to continue this learning. We want to continue this journey. Feel free to tag us on Twitter and let us know what you're learning. I want to follow on your journey. And just thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, InstaFluff. Have a great rest of your
Thank you so
day,
much.
night, morning.
Good night,
Bye.
good evening. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.